Gizoni, back in the mid-'80s, when they started a wrestling program called the Troy Wrestling Club in Troy, Michigan. And along with other now Michigan Hall of Fame coaches, the late Don Hill, we just lost last week, they had what I would consider the St. Anastasia's Church group of ADD kids all in one room. We didn't have Adderall back then, but we had a Troy Wrestling Club. That's what it looked like. But back then, Mr. Gizoni was in his mid-50s, and all of us were in our 12, 10 years old, with more energy than you could possibly imagine. And Mr. Gizoni would wear us down. If you guys don't know him, he has so much energy. It's unbelievable. He wrestles and he lives just like the man you watched on the video downstairs, non-stop motion. So I went to high school in Troy, Athens, and I wrestled with his sons. Jim Gizoni was my team captain when I was a junior, and his other son, Tommy Gizoni, was my roommate at States. And Mr. Gizoni was always there, supporting us and teaching us things and moving 1,000 miles an hour. And I remember one time I got to the regional championship match against this guy my junior year who beat me the week before in the district championship. And Mr. Gizoni, who's now 60-ish time, grabs me with a cigarette in his hand. He starts telling me, he's talking to me about positioning and angles, and next thing you know, he's snapping me down, arm dragging me, with smoke in his hand, ripping me around, moving as fast as I've ever seen a 60-year-old man move. And I don't know what he said to me that day, because I didn't understand any of it. But I nodded my head, and I went into that finals match a whole different guy. And I was fired up. Took a 5-0 lead, before I lost 11-6. It was really good start. And I know that first takedown was I had Mr. Gizoni right there. But it was a great day. And I decided to try to learn wrestling, and I fell in love with the sport, and I wanted to go to college. And I knew about Mr. Gizoni. I was starting to learn more about who he was, not just Jimmy and Tommy's dad, and realized that he was undefeated through his college career. And as you all know, that is something. So I decided, I went to junior college, but I decided I was going to keep that same goal like Mr. Gizoni. And it was really close. I almost got, wanted to be undefeated in college, and I'll never forget that day in November 1990 when I lost a match. It was my first college match ever. It was glad to know it was a Pennsylvania boy from Edinburgh. It was a tough one. But the more I learned about Mr. Gizoni in my senior year of college, I wrote a little paper on him, and started realizing he won the national championship with 5 minutes of riding time, and no one could ride him. It was an automatic escape. And that was something that it sticks with me today as a coach, because the kids look to you between periods, and I don't really know what to do half the time, but I know if I had Mr. Gizoni, it's an easy one. That would help me. Probably would have helped me when I was in the circle too, my escapes. But going in those tournaments when I was a college guy and hearing everybody say Gizoni and hearing his name in almost every tournament. Didn't matter where I was in the U.S. It was really cool to say, hey, I know Mr. Gizoni, I know the Gizoni. That's not exactly how it's supposed to be. But now I'm a coach. I coach the Beat the Streets Detroit program. And I try to follow wrestling. I try to learn still, because the sport evolves, and a lot of times I watch technique videos. There's a technique guy I really like to watch who happens to be here, Kerry Kolat. And I overheard him talking to Mr. Gizoni yesterday about how his high school coach, Ernie, assistant coach or something from high school, would always say, hit the Gizoni, hit the Gizoni, hit the Gizoni. And it was in every tough situation that they were in, he would hear, hit the Gizoni. And he says to Mr. Gizoni, he goes, I'm not exactly sure what the Gizoni is. I heard it in so many situations. And So I actually showed Kerry Colat what the Gizoni is, so that ends up making it into YouTube, and I get to watch that technique. So I got to actually show Kerry Colat the Gizoni, which I thought was a great thing for me yesterday. But I think Kerry, the Gizoni is different variations of move. It just is basically when you're in a tough situation, like Coach Ernie said, keep moving. And Mr. Gizoni doesn't just do that on the mat. He does it in life, and he just recently broke his hip. And throws his walker in the back of his three-wheel bike. And he rides his bike to get his cigarettes and coffee. He's still moving, Kerry. He's still moving. This is something else with him. And he won the Bronze Star in the Korean War. And he was telling me the story. He was in a tank, and what did he do in that situation? He just kept moving. So, you know, wrestling has changed my life. It has probably changed all of your lives and affected you just like it's affected me. But not many people have the opportunity to change the sport or leave their impact on sport like Mr. Gizoni has. He told me the first time after he moved to Michigan, he went to U of M, Michigan dual meet. He heard someone yell, "I think it's only special. I think it's only special." That's the first time he heard it. Then it was in a wrestling book. And, you know, you meet people, especially in the wrestling world, you meet people that are really, really special, and that's an appropriate name for the move because in my mind, Mr. Gizoni is special. So, thank you, Mr. Gizoni. Congratulations.
Find that wheelchair. He is? Okay, babe. You and me after this thing is over. We'll go to the parking lot. Pennsylvania sign of friendship. It's been 70 years since we communicated, and last night we got together, and it was one of the best moments of my life. Thanks, baby. We both grew up in Washington County, in the southwest corner of Pennsylvania. If you remember your geography, that's where the corner comes straight down. And we wrestled for Washington High School. And we were coached by a man named Doc Harris. He was a man who loved to talk. And he did talk a lot. And Babe became our diplomat. Babe had won one state championship, and we knew Doc wasn't going to kick him off the team. He would have kicked anybody else off the team. And we got together, 5 of us, and said, "Hey, Babe, tell the coach after we do our exercises, we want to start working out. We don't want to listen to him talk." And I said to him, "Babe, be diplomatic." That was 4 syllables. Diplomatic. Babe says, yeah, we'll do it. So he walks up to Doc, and he says, "Doc, you talk too much." And Doc said, "Oh, I talk too much. Okay, boys, pick up your partner and go at it." We went 3 periods, 30 minutes each. And then we really went at it. We got home at 9 o'clock that night from that workout. Thanks for the diplomacy, babe. Well, Babe was 2 years ahead of me, and I was about 3 weight classes heavier than him. And while he was working that trick-or-treat move called the Gizoni Special, you have to know that when I use words like that, it's out of love. I haven't stopped him once. I was 3 weight classes heavier than him. And you'll see the recording that Doc, I forget Doc's last name, not Doc Harris, but Doc
Bennett.
He did the tape of it, and I explained how I was trying to beat him at that darn thing, and I never did beat him. You're sure he's in that wheelchair? We went in the parking lot. Anyway, after I was graduated from college, I wanted to go into coaching, and I went to a school called Trinity High School, also in western Pennsylvania. And I was wondering how we had such a success in that Washington High School program. And it came to me, we were all sons and grandsons and maybe great-grandsons of immigrants. And I was starting to think, where did our state champions come from? John Petronka, he came from either the Soviet Union or the Ukraine. Bob Loreen, where did he come from? France. Stanley Dubelle, where? Greece. Tony Gizoni.
Really?
I can't remember. Italian. From Italy. Another state champion. Anthony Gizoni, Italy. Another state champion, Babe, Italy. He had 3 state championships. We knew Doc wasn't going to kick his butt off the squad. So we asked him to be diplomatic, and you know how that is. Anyway, as a coach, I was trying to figure out how I could capture the work ethic we had on that Washington High School wrestling team. We knew which end of the pick and shovel worked best. We knew how to put a digging bar into the ground and dig it. We were laborers, blue-collar laborers. And we knew how to work. And I'm sort of choked up here. And I was a successful coach, and I'm not wanting to talk about me, but we did it what Babe taught us. We took that special move to us, and I taught it every year. None of us could work it as well as Babe could. I don't think, Babe, you can't even do that now, can you? He keeps giving me that sign. It was hard to teach, and none of the kids could use it. But we also taught him the Gizoni attitude. Anybody who steps on that mat with me is going to be beaten. And it was influential on me as his teammate in high school that I was out there wrestling. I was a journeyman wrestler. I wasn't all that good. And I would see him cheering for me. And I think a guy who's a great wrestler as he is, we knew he was going to be absolutely great when he was out of high school. And he was cheering for us. He gave us, and through me telling the story, I didn't talk like Doc Harris did, but through me the kids learned that, hey, I can do this too. I got to get one move and perfect it, then I got to have a backup move and a backup move, and we did a thing called chain wrestling. And that was probably the most instrumental thing that we did. I don't know where I learned that, but somewhere I did, but it was successful. So anyway, the influence of Babe on us was tremendous. So Babe, on behalf of all of our teammates, thank you.